Alright, you guys, I haven't been in the area and I wanted to see what Target has, so let's go find out. As soon as I walked in, I saw this beautiful outdoor mat. Really, what drew me to it is the shape. There aren't very many that are shaped in this, like, oblong, but with, like, cut-in inserts. I don't know if I'm explaining that, but you can clearly see this looks very high-end, very sophisticated. And then right above that, they had another accent rug. This one is a little bit more like textured, but I love it. I absolutely adore the color. I love anything burgundy for fall and winter, so I thought, what if this would be a layering moment? Have the burgundy one in the bottom, and then add this brown one on top. Immediately, you cannot tell me that doesn't look classy, provincial, high-end, like you're just a fancy bee and you know what you're doing. I absolutely also love the texture of it. Super nice. Then, right next to that, they had a couple of boxes. This is not necessarily like a real leather box, but it kind of looked like it. And then right next to it, they had some textured, it doesn't really like scream woven, but as you can see, the texture on it kind of looks like that. And then they had a tray, and then this one I think was in the wrong place because there weren't any other ones, but nonetheless, if you were looking for a wooden tray, they have one here. They had a couple of other little knickknacks right next to that, but really, what stole the show for me were these tapered candles. If you like a more moody color for fall, or even winter, but I mean, florals to me are more a fall color, but these are the ones that I was like, are you kidding me? I do wish, though, that it was 4 of like the same style instead of 2 and 2, just because that means that I have to buy like 2 packs instead of just buying the one, which I can kind of see that's what they were going for. That's what they did so that you could get more. And then look how cute this little frame is. They have a horse at the top, and then they had this mirror. Now, I thought this was going to be, you know, like super cheap, flimsy. It actually wasn't. It felt like it was wood, and then it was wrapped in a marble, like peel and stick tape, so it wasn't necessarily very cheap. And then they also had these taper candle holders. I really like these because of the texture. It almost looks like a woven just cord. And then right below they have these beautiful lamps. Now, I do not need any, but if I did, these would definitely be something that I would think about. And then over to the other side. And also, sorry if I'm running out of breath. I'm sick, and I guess breathing is hard. But this blanket, I was like, do I need it? Of course I don't need it, but I wanted it. Again, it's the colors. These colors are all giving fall. They are very neutral. They are still a little bit warm, sophisticated, and then these, to me, I don't know why they were there, because they give more like summer than fall. But look at this. Look at this throw pillow. And the fabric also did not feel cheap at all, which kind of explains the higher end prices. But if you don't mind paying a little bit more for a higher quality material, I highly recommend these. And then they had another cute little picture frame. These are heavy. You could do a full-on workout with these. Even the lid, okay? The lid is like 2 pounds, and the actual little trinket itself, the trinket holder thing, is like 10 pounds. Okay, I'm kind of exaggerating, but I mean, they were very, very robust. They also have a nice little catch-all tray. These are nice in the bathroom, by an entryway, or on top of any like TV stand or TV unit that you want to have like little knickknacks all gathered together. These are adorable. I have this specific vase in white, and now it's starting to come out in this like, it's like a gray beige with a little bit more cool undertones. It also depends on the one that you grab, because as you can see, the one on the left is definitely more cool tone than the one on the right. Right below it, they had this beautiful stool. I wish it would have opened so that you could have, you know, accessible storage, but it didn't. I really like the print. I love the way that the stripes look. It just adds a little bit more texture without being too like in your face. And then this is a side stand or a side table, which is really nice. But again, anytime I'm incorporating any kind of furniture into the house, I want it to be like dual purpose. And if it doesn't have any storage, I'm less likely to get it. This one from Room Essentials did, and honestly, this is a great option because I'm sure it's not that expensive either. Then I found these candles again. I was just in love. The other price said 12, but this one said 15. Not sure. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to spend 30 bucks on candles. So I just decided to pass on those. But I also saw a lot of these like beigey, creamy, white decor items. This looks very Greek to me. I don't know. It's like the leaf pattern. But I mean, it does scream fall. I'm just a little bit over, the all white and the all beige. Like, I want a little bit more moodiness. I want more color. But if you're still in your beige, like, neutral era, these are really good. Here they have them again. Now, these are definitely fall just because of the colors. It's like a yellowy, mustardy, brownie fall color. Super cute, super pretty. I like these. However, I want something that is larger and not like that small. Unless you're decorating a small space, and those definitely work for areas like that. And then here we have those vases again, and the wreath. These are really super nice. What I liked about them is that they were matte. They weren't glossy. They were satin. They were definitely more like on the matte side. So obviously they're finished, but they left them matte. And if you're going for something like that, I think those are, again, another great option. They had that brown stool. And then I fell in love with this floor plant. However, I did not fall in love with the price, so it stayed at Target. But super, super pretty. And if you have money, you can definitely get this. And then they had a couple more of these little plants. These are great if you have shelves that you want to decorate, but perhaps don't have a lot of space. So you need something that's a little bit more small, but still will take up space. These are great. And then they had these little vases or containers. They weren't necessarily very large. They were a little bit glossy. They weren't too heavy. I adore black. Like, I have accents all over my house in black. So these are really nice, but I do not need any more candle holders. This is something that I absolutely like for when you have like a longer table or a longer area that is a little bit more oblong or just rectangular that you want to decorate. Those work for that. They also had these marble bookends. These were heavy, as well as this tray. I don't really know how much they were, but I'm sure they got to be a little bit pricey. This I definitely wanted. Okay, I don't even know why I didn't get it. I think I got distracted filming and forgot to pick them up because these are super, super sturdy. It just feels like high-end, well-made. They're marble. They don't look like they're flimsy or cheap. So for 15, I mean, I think that's a good price. Of course, I would have wanted them for 10, but for 15, super nice. So I actually may go back and pick some of these up. And I just wanted to show you that on the wall, they had a lot of throw blankets, throw pillows, and they all seem to coordinate very well because they're all neutrals. So they're different shades of beiges. They did, however, have this like light toned forest green and then the blues. Personally, I associate like this type of blue with summer just because it's like aquatic in my mind. And then on the other side, like on their bookshelves, well, not necessarily bookshelves, just the shelves, they had some more decor on display. I like this, but again, it's giving like Greek to me. It's not bad, it's just not my style. This little tapered candle holder thing, super pretty. This to me looked like a tiny little bird bath, which is super adorable. And then this vase, super, super nice, but they're just a little bit on the smaller end. And like I mentioned earlier, I want something, girthy, squatty, chubby. I want it to take up space. These I adore. This is the easiest way to add greenery to any room without having to worry about you watering it or just actually worrying about if it's alive or not. And then they had these candles. They smelled really good. If you are familiar with Bath & Body Works, these smelled like mahogany teak wood. That's a very popular scent. It's very, what would I say? Like, it's not feminine, it's not masculine. It honestly works for everybody. And then they had some more colorful decor. These tapered candle holders. Well, they're not necessarily tapered, but these candle holders were in a green, which is really nice for fall. You can also continue this color scheme into winter because green I know it's like associated with like the springtime, but this specific color to me is like evergreen, so that means it's like year long. And then I saw that they had this ginormous vase. Now this is something that I definitely would have picked up. However, it was very, very tall, and I already have enough tall vases. This is one that I did end up getting because I had been wanting this since I saw it like, I don't know, maybe a month ago or so. So I picked that up that day. And this is very, I don't even know what to call it. It's the movement on it, the texture, it was very pretty, but I just didn't need another black vase. And then they had this like little bowl, which is very similar to the other vase. This one looked a little bit lighter, like a gray, not so much a black. These hurricane candle or pillar holder things, super nice, but for some reason they were giving a little bit boho to me, and I've done boho, so it's not so much my style anymore. But I would have liked to have picked up a hurricane holder because I want to add my Bath & Body Works candles in them. Just these were not it. They had a couple of other items like that little basket on the side, and then some more prints. And this candle holder, I don't know, it's giving medieval, it's giving I'm a Viking, I'm, going to war, or I don't even know what, but it was very, very interesting. It could definitely be a conversation piece because it kind of also looked like a pipe or pipes that were made into candle holders. I don't know, but definitely a conversation piece. And then here are some more vases. I do love the color, but as you can see, they're kind of very small. So again, unless you're decorating a small space, get big vases. And here's this horse. This was a little bit intense. Like, it was girthy, it was heavy. It definitely was, again, a conversation piece. Here is this stool. This is beautiful. The dark legs with the chocolate top immediately screams fall, in my opinion anyway. And then here on this wall, they have more throw pillows, more blankets. You can definitely see the color scheme that they're going for, which is warm, neutral, cozy, collected. Everything is, kind of the same colors. And then here is just like a wider view of how everything looked, in case you happen to be looking for any of those. These have been, I think they've been at Target for at least over a year, and I know this because I have this bowl. I have it decorated in our bedroom, and I have moss in it, and then I have it on top of a couple of coffee table books, and it looks really pretty. So don't pass up on these. And if you're like, well, they're just boring and white, you can always DIY them. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next one. Bye!